Hello everyone, I'm Shira Legal and this is my channel. I talk about legal issues and problems that are facing our societies today. And on my last video I've done on police brutality, how the coronavirus pandemic has affected our society. And today I saw it fit to talk about the stigma that comes with being a single mother. As you all know, many people, many young girls have been impregnated during this quarantine period, and I know most of these fathers are always tending to escape their responsibilities. So I am here to talk about that today and how we can move forward to that, how we can solve some of the problems that comes with the stigma of being a single mother. This thing comes with a lot of effects. Being a single mom, it comes with a lot of effects on these women. They face challenges too about these babies. They face rejection that leads to depression, and even worse, some of them lead to suicidal thoughts, and that's just a no cause on. And that's why I'm here today to talk about this, how we can move forward, how can the government help to reduce the numbers of single mothers and deadbeat fathers in our societies. So there are various laws the government has been put in place that can help curb the rate of deadbeat dads in our society today. And I feel like, and it is there, that most of these laws are not effective, and most of these single mothers are not aware of how they can approach this process, where they can get these lawyers who can help them through the process in helping these fathers to come to be responsible of their own kids. And today I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about how what our government should do, what necessary steps they should put to help reduce the numbers of single mothers who are struggling to get the baby daddies responsible to take care of their children. As you all know, the Children's Act Section 23 says that parental responsibility is in what parents, not a mother alone, not the father alone, but on all parents. And it is only responsible if a parent should take care of his children according to what the law says. My plea to many deadbeat dads out there: if you suspect that this child is not yours, why don't you go ahead and take a DNA test to actually prove that this kid is yours? And with the technology today, it's even possible to do a DNA test even if the mother has not given birth yet. And I want to encourage mothers out there. There are organizations that fight for women, for single women who have experienced the deadbeat dad scenarios. There are several organizations that have really come up to help single mothers out there, and I believe that most of the single mothers are not aware of this. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you know of a single mother who doesn't know this information, please pass the information across. There are organizations like FIDA, the Christian Lawyers Association, the Legal Aid Formation in Kenya. There are so many organizations that will help, like the ones that I've mentioned, that will help you get through the process to get the responsible father to take care of his children. Advice to many single mothers out there: if this parent, if this dad, you know that he's a narcissist, maybe he can be a bit of a problem, don't include this person's name being part of the children's name. Don't put it to be a surname to your kid's name, because it might cost you. Like when you want to travel with a kid outside of the country, you may have to obtain his consent, and if he won't give you that, that means you'll never go out of the country. So you must be careful on that aspect. Just be careful in how you deal with all this situation. Seek legal advice, seek some assistance, to know how you can go about the process, and which might really help you. The Article 53 of the Constitution tells us that a child has the right to have the parental care and protection from both the parents, regardless if they are married or separated. And I feel like so many deadbeat dads out there have know this idea that they're actually going against the constitutional provisions, which is a crime in the Kenyan law. Yeah, and they should be held accountable. And I feel like the systems, the Kenyan legal system has not really helped the single mothers on this matter. As much as there are laws that have been put in place to curb the rising numbers of the deadbeat dads across the country, it has just not been enough compared to other countries like Tanzania, where in case of where this girl is impregnated, the boy will be also out of school. That those measures, even in India, when you've impregnated someone, you'll have to incur some costs. You'll have to pay some certain amounts of money to these people, to these parents, these mothers at the end of it all. In other countries, deadbeat dad cannot escape their responsibility of taking care of their parents. And you see countries like Colombia, the laws that are really, really strict, they're really, really precise in helping the single mothers obtain this parental responsibility from the other partner. Like there are some restrictions like the wage reductions, where some amount of the deadbeat's father's wage is going to take care of the kid. There are things like licenses revocation. If you have a driver's license, if you're professional, you have the license to be a lawyer, it will be taken away from you if you are a deadbeat dad. And it's also the passport restrictions, where you'll be barred from renewing your passport as long as you have been registered as a deadbeat dad, and that you have absconded your duties to take care of your child. There is also when someone goes to court, when the single mother goes to court for the other partner to take care of the child, and the court gives an order to the person to be responsible, and if he refuses, he can actually be held accountable in a contempt of court. Yeah, you're not taking in the court orders, so you can be charged with contempt of court. And also there are many others restrictions and fines that will be removed in order to make this single father responsible, of which we don't see that in our country. As much as they're in the laws, they're just not in practice, of which that's like the law is not being implemented at all, of which it really needs to be implemented for the reduction of the number of single dads increasing. And I know, as much as there are so many single mothers out there who are so genuine in just asking the other partner to come in to be responsible in taking care of their children, there are so many single mothers out there who also use this as a trap to the other partner to remove money to be on their use, in their personal use, of which it is so wrong. If you are such a single mother, you are making it hard for other single mothers out there to get what they really deserve. You are obstructing so many children out there to get the responsibility, to get the protection that they really need. So if you do that and you're a single mother, please stop that. And my empowerment to many single mothers out there: don't be afraid to come out, don't be afraid to go to a court. Stop playing so nice, stop playing so nice to these deadbeat dads. Just go forward. If you really need to obtain that court order, go for it. If you really want to obtain the responsibility that your kid needs, stop playing nice to this other partner. Stop being so well behaved about the situation, because at the end of the day, it's the kid that suffers. Why would a kid suffer yet the father has the money to take care of them? We need to get that out of our heads. My one plea to many deadbeat dads out there: can you imagine if your own dad wasn't there for you? How could your life be? What would you have done? Having that father to pay your school fees, to give you shelter, food and everything, how will it be for you? And then imagine it on your kid. He has no father figure in his life besides the financial responsibility. A kid just needs the father figure to mentor them, to take care of them, the ways of life in this kid, of which it is very essential in the growing up of this kid. Imagine you are doing injustice to this kid, you are doing injustice, and in case you are a result of a deadbeat dad, you don't want the same trauma that you went through to get your kid. Please, let's get out of our comfort zone, let's take care of our responsibilities. And I have a bone to chew with so many deadbeat grandmas. You know, your kid has a kid somewhere outside. You're not encouraging your child to take care of this child. What are you doing as a mother? What are you portraying? Some of the mothers are really letting us down. The deadbeat grandmas. Don't do that. If you know your kid has a kid somewhere else, encourage them to pay their school fees, to be there for their kids, even if they're not well financially. That the father figure has to be there. It has been Shira Legal, and I hope you've liked the video. I'll be posting my link down below of the other video that I just did on the effects of coronavirus in our society. And also, please share this video. I believe that it is very helpful to so many mothers out there who really need this information. They need to know this information, and I'll be posting some of the names of the organizations that have really come up to help single mothers. As I've named, there's FIDA, there is Christian Lawyers Association. I'll be posting the names. So if you really need help, these organizations will really help you to get the help that you need.